Hello and welcome to David's World. Today we have something different. Now this did come in a box, quite a big box, but I took it out, as you did. So with that, what do I have in this little plastic bag here? Yes, we have a plastic bag. It has tape around it, but we can get the items out. There's more than one item. Now, in the past, this was immensely popular. Did you get a glimpse there? Or there? Or there? Or there? My bag's empty. Now, I am more than one thing, as you see, and now you might have a better clue. Now, what we have is a number of books. One of them is this. And the idea of these books was that at the bottom there is a decision. And from the decision you turn to a different page of the book to find out what happens to your character and if it's good or bad. I've never had some of these. I've never had this book. And we have another one. Now we have a number of ones that are all done by Steve Jackson, and once again, scary graphics and a decision. This is the receipt. Oh, yeah. This one actually came from Better Books, Better World Books. Wonder how much it was. So this one, we have, oh right, you have this one, and inside it's given to someone by somebody else who's not the author or anything to do with the book. So as we said, all of these books have a bit of reading, then you either find out if you die or not. So that one was book 8. That one is book 4. Was this one part of the same thing? This book is £7 on the back. So some of these are different series of role-playing. As I said, immensely popular. Where you are the hero, and as the hero you make your decision. Of course, some of the decisions I wouldn't have made any of the options that you had. I would have made a third decision that wasn't listed in the book. That's hard to read its name. Assassins of Alashasha. A place beginning with A. Read that one. That place. So, once again, another £7 book. Now you see, some of these you needed dice. Some of them You pick up things, carry them around, use them, look, fighting, ways to do the fighting. So some of these have less pictures, some of them had more, and if you see on there, that is a list of all the books up to the whatever this book was. This one follows in that one, so this one's 2, that last one was 4. So I don't have complete stories, but this one has quite a lot of. If you notice the numbers, these are the numbers here that you would turn. That one has very short. You cast your spell and wait for the fireball to appear on the end of your torch. The torch flickers just enough for you to see there is a door at the far side of the room, but then goes out again. The whatever the hells laugh once more with your efforts to thwart them. You feel a blow on your head that knocks you to the ground again. Lost 2 stamina points. Right, so options for that one would be try an illusion spell, take something from your backpack, hasn't denoted what, but depends on what you do have in your backpack, or draw your sword and kick it off them. So you have 3 choices on that. Was there not just run the hell out of there? Well, if you draw your sword, you would go to 248. There isn't even any. It's not even asking you to fight. It hasn't given your opponents any ability and health level that you would put your health level and your ability against. You end up having to say, well, do you want to now do a levitation spell? That's your option. Either that or you die. Obviously, you're crap at fighting. That's me. So, we're down to the last one. Now this is part of, really, a offshoot of the Lone Wolf ones. And the Lone Wolf ones was the one which I actually did. Well, I actually got the books. Well, the first 4 I think I got. Then I found out I cheated like hell when playing it. Because if I didn't like the outcome, I'd go back to the previous bit and make a different decision. So I thought to myself, I can't keep doing this. So I physically shortened the books down to a couple of sentences. And I wrote a computer program that would play the game. So I couldn't go backwards and I could only go forwards. But I would also be able to pick up things and have whatever you had in the game, you had that stuff. And the fighting was automatic. You would just say fight and it would be done. Unless you could evade, and then it would be a display of how bad you're doing. And if you wanted to evade, then you could try that. So there wasn't any way of me going backwards. Mind the computer still cheats. That's all I can say about computers. So, this one is the wizard who you physically meet in Lone Wolf in the first book. If you rescue him. If you go to help him when he's being attacked by these nasty little creatures, then he gives you an amulet and he becomes technically your friend. Which YouTube have someone who reads the stories, so reads these options and then picks what option they want to take and does it. So with that, you make friends with them. But that is an offshoot of the Lone Wolf one, and there is 4 books to what I remember, and that's if there is. But some of these books have become immensely expensive. Some of the Lone Wolf ones are, book 1 in some cases can be £100, which is in crazy amount because this was £1.75. So the original ones were, but I got the original Rome one was the hardback version, which is like this big. It's quite easy. There's not a lot of, well, you wouldn't say there's a lot of action, but it's weird how you haven't made a movie out of it, because if you pick the hardest path and make your man do the hardest path. But the thing comes is that when you sleep, really, if you sleep, all your energy should come back. If you eat and rest, all your energy should come back. But it doesn't. You get some of it back, but not all of it back, which is unusual, you know. So, with that, we have, I can't remember how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 books. I have 10 books here, all on the same thing of read, make a decision, go to that page and find out if you made the right decision. Of course, some things that sound like logically the right decision ended up not being the right decision. How unusual that one is. But 10 books. This book alone is probably about £7 or £8. I haven't looked up the rest of them. I don't need to for what I paid for them. So if I just keep them, then they may go up in value and be worth more, looking at how the Lone Wolf was. But these 10 books cost me £15.85, if I remember that extra bit at the end. It was £15 something. So about £1.50 a book, which makes them less than what they were when you could get them new. So, from books to anything else, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for your notification, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.